Hello people, so today we'll be solving LeetCode daily question 232 just as to implement that as implement queue using stacks. And in this we know that how queue works, that is the first out algorithm. It works on first in first out algorithm, and we have to implement a first in first out queue using only two stacks, and the implemented queue should support all the functions of a normal queue, that is push, peek, pop and empty. And we have to implement the myQ class, such as when we call the push function with the parameter, we have to push that element to the back of the queue, and when we pop the element we have to remove the first element from the front of the queue, and then we have to peek, like, which is the present at the front of the queue, and we have to return that whether the queue is empty or not. Okay, so we are allowed to use only two stacks. Okay, so let's understand that how we can do this question using two stacks. So let's say we are having a let's say okay, yeah, array that is 1 2 7 8 9. Okay, so these are the elements which we have to push in the queue, and my queue should look like this. So we are allowed to use two stacks. So let's draw a stack first. So let's say this is stack 1, and this is, let's say, okay, yeah, and this is my stack 1 only. Okay, so this is my stack 1, and when we'll push this, so this one will go here. Okay, so let me 1 2 3 4, we are having 5 elements, so let me just add 5 2 3 and 4. I guess these are enough. Yeah, and I'll just copy it. See, and okay, so this is my, let's just name this, that this is my stack 1, and this is my stack 2. Okay, so before let's the function will be called, and this one will be placed on the top of the stack. That is okay. So this, let me just reduce the stroke width. Yeah, so this element will be added here at this position because the stack is empty. Okay, so let's insert 1, and then let's have we have to insert 2. So we know that before 2 is popped off from the queue, we have to pop 1. Okay, so when 2 will be added, what we'll do, we'll first move this one to this stack. Okay, so by that my 1 will be present here, then my okay yeah, so then my 2 will be placed here. Okay, so let's just write that 2 will be here, 2. Okay, so now what after this push operation is called, I'll do, I'll take this one back from here to the top of the stack so that it remains on the top. So then this one will now come here, and one will be now here, as it still follows the rule of first in first out. Then when 7 will be added, first what I'll do, I'll okay, let me just have a eraser. Yeah, and okay, so yeah, so before adding 7, what I'll do, my 2 and 1 will be one was present here and 2 was present here. So what I'll do, I'll take my 1 over here, because I'll move my 1 to the stack 2, which is currently empty. And what I'll do, my 2 was present here, so it will go here, because on the top of the stack we know how the stack works. And what I'll do, I'll place my 7 here. Okay, so I'll place my 7 here. Then what I'll do, I'll call this 2 back from this position to this position, and 2, then my 1 will again on the top of the stack. Okay, so my 1 will be here. Okay, so this is how what we're doing, because when we'll have to when the pop function will call, 1 will be popped up first, then 2, and then 7, as we have also inserted in this order only. Okay, so now let's try to code it. and we can implement two stacks. So let's initialize the stack here. Stack of okay, yeah, and let's write those stack of integer. Let's call it stk1, and we'll be calling the object here. Let's say, yeah, stk1 will be equal to new stack. Okay, stack, and let's rename this to stk2. Okay, so let's firstly what we'll do that while stk1 dot size is greater than 0. Okay, so you can also do is empty. What we'll do stk2 dot push, that is stack2 dot push stk stack1 dot pop. Okay, and then we'll add the current value, that is x, to the stack number 1. Okay, so stk1 dot push stk, oh sorry, x we have to put. Then after this, the x will be added to the bottom of the stack. And now let's run this while loop again, that while my size of this stk stack2 is greater than 0, then only what I'll do stk dot pop, okay sorry, stk1 dot push stack2 dot pop. Okay, so as this was a forward function, so we don't have to return anything. Okay, and while popping, what we'll do, we will simply do stack1 dot pop, and similarly for the peak also, that return stack1 dot peak, and in the empty function we have to just return that whether the size is 0 or not. Okay, so return stack1 dot size is equal to 0. Okay, so now let's run it. And it gets accepted. Now let's submit it. And it works perfectly fine. Okay, so this was it for today. Thank you for watching.